Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I am coming at you with the unsung heroes of the ARAM series, and in this one we are playing Ryze. Although Ryze is definitely up for a visual rework, hopefully maybe after Master Yi, I really like his kit. He's still a very strong AP caster, still a very strong burst champion. He becomes very tanky. He's a good counter. Apologize for that. He's a good counter for many champions. He's got his CC. He's got good burst, great poke, and we have a fairly decent team. We got a Mumu up front. We can follow that up with Vladimir as an AP bruiser. We got two ADs in the background, and then we have me on Ryze. We're up against a team that's a little tough in the ways, although they have Sion and Mundo for up front. And they do have Fiddlesticks and Syndra. They also have Lulu. Now, there's not a lot of poke on that team. There's a little bit from Syndra. There's a little bit from Lulu. And, like I said, Fiddlesticks. But that's it. On my team, pretty much everybody can poke except a Mumu. I'm wondering, this is one where I DC'd from the start? Nope, there I go. So I'm doing a very traditional start for this. Let's hurry me up in the lane. And just to let you know that this is a really quick game. But I'm starting very traditional. I've gone with a Goddess tier. I've gone with the Ruby Crystal. And I've gone with 5 health potions. So, Ryze is just really strong. If you have anyone that tries to come in and be aggressive, you can easily just rune prison them and then, throw your combo out. Rune Prison's great for disengaging on a lead, any kind of tank or anything that comes in. So it's really strong, and man, that Draven just going house, and then Miss Fortune gets the first blood on Sion. Just so much damage and so much aggression on my team just be able to put out. Although we're getting a little low in health on Draven and on Vlad, we're still just overmatching them in the biggest way. So Ryze... yeah, Ryze has so many build options. I mean, in short, technically, you kind of want to build almost always the same things, or, there's a certain set of things that you want on Ryze. But it can vary enough to where you can tailor your build to an enemy team. What you build first, can be very optional. Usually you have, I'm going to get caught here. And I'm forced to flash, and I barrier in a panic, and the Mumu saves my ass. And, yeah, we're going to manage to pick up Sion again. And Lulu actually gets Draven. And I really don't like Fiddlesticks in ARAM, but, that's how it is. He's just fairly strong, and Misfortune picking up Lulu as well. But Ryze, if you're up against a heavy AD team, you can build Frozen Heart first. Or, I don't know if the Frozen Fist would work very well in Ryze, but, it could be another option. If it's a heavy AP team, you could easily build, and there's the stun again. I'm not overly worried about it. I know Draven's coming. I don't know why I didn't turn and rune prison him, but I got everything. I'm being tentative in this game, and I don't know why. I think maybe I was a little distracted. But yeah, if you're against a heavy AP team, you can easily just build, what is it, the Banshee's Veil. You can go a little more survivability and sustain in the Needlessly Large Rod, or you could go outright damage and quick charge in the Goddess tier, and the Mumu bandage tossing a little too far. And even though I'm going to get transformed, I'm going to do a fair amount of damage to Lulu. So there's so many different ways you can start your build and tailor yourself to the enemy team or to your opponent in lane. It's really great. I don't really know if Ryze's... I don't know if his kit really needs an update. I think it's fairly strong the way it is. Misfortune actually picking up 2. I wasn't even paying attention. And looks like, yep, there we go. I pick up Fiddlesticks. Misfortune picks up Lulu. And then we're going to ace them out with Sion being picked up by Vlad. So I'm going to head back and grab the health sigil. I don't know, I'm being kind of lazy this game, and I can't help it. But Scion, oh yeah, Amumu didn't wait long enough to get executed. And yeah, that's going to be a mistake on Syndra's part, and she gets hit pretty hard. And Draven just barely managing to get away from Fiddlesticks. Trying to get the ulti on Syndra didn't work. So now we're going to be forced back to our tower as Scion takes out Vlad. I'm not too worried about getting kills on Scion. You know, we have a strong enough team to deal with him. I'm pretty sure Fiddlesticks is setting up for his ulti out of the bush. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to go. You know, I see Fiddlesticks. I don't know what he has. We end up losing Draven, and I end up going down. But Misfortune picks up Syndra, and then there comes the Fiddlesticks ulti, but it's going to end up getting him killed. And then the Mumu under the tower, he's going to get, there we go, he's going to get Mundo as well. And unfortunately, there's a minion there, so the turret won't target Scion, or that'd have been another kill also. So I'm not going for outright damage, as I am survivability in this one. So I buy the Catalyst Protector, because, you know, it's another option if you wanted to start. You know, it's one of my traditional options is the Catalyst Protector and 5 health potions. It gives you a fair amount of mana, plus you get the regen per level. It's really strong, but in this case I built it second. Of course I built the blasting one, so I am going for the Rod of Ages right off the bat. I'm going for the extra health and ability power boost out of that than I am anything else. And Lockdown Mundo, who's forced to use his ulti and still almost dies from it. But, you know, Draven took a lot of damage from that one as well. I'm being a little too tentative still. You know, I have decent health for this early on and not being able to do much. I have damage, especially with the Goddess tier. You know, I've already, you know, cranked it up plus 100, so it's not bad. I really need to start getting in there and being more aggressive. And, you know, there we go. Finally on Mundo, managed to pick him off. I do know Ryze's combo. There we go, helping Draven with Lulu, who barely manages to survive with the two of us beating on her. We were able to save Draven. Now I'm just going to go back and, of course, pick up the Health Sigil again. I'm being a little more defensive, a little more cautious on Ryze in this one. I'm almost playing like supportive Ryze, trying to come in and either pick somebody off or just assist my team when it comes down to it. In truth, they're doing very well without me, despite being badly hurt. And then I come up again, and, you know, there I lock Fiddlesticks. Not the combo you want with Ryze, but either way, it's not terrible. And Lulu's going in, and I don't target her first, which is a major mistake. But there's the Misfortune ulti, and it's a perfect ulti down the pike. And I did end up going down, but again, that perfect ulti down the pike, and going up against a Scion, especially pops his ulti versus a Mumu and Vlad with low health, but in comes Draven, and that's going to be that. Barely managing to survive, but managing to kill Scion. What is Scion built? Oh, he's going AP Scion. No wonder. AD Scion to me is much more effective in ARAM. It's harder to get started, but if you can get built up, man, you just become that terror to be reckoned with. But yes, they are going AD Lulu. That build does work. And a good pull by Vlad, missing all that damage, and Amumu going in and, you know, saving Vlad's life, which not bad, not a bad move at all. So I've already picked up the Rod of Ages. I have boots, and yeah, like I said, I know that's not the premium. I don't want the Scion Shield popping on me. I know that's not the premium idea for a build, and Fiddlestick's just not going to be able to outdrain that damage. But sometimes it's just easier to nail someone with the Rune Prison than it is to Q Rune Prison, because by the time you Q, they've already moved out of range of Rune Prison. And again, another nice pull by Vlad to dodge Scion there, and then allowing Draven to pick up a nice double kill. And Misfortune picks up Mundo again, and we're just freight training this enemy team. Not Right, and I'm not saying that's because of big help for me. I mean, Misfortune 11-3, Draven 4-3, Amumu 6-4. I'm with Vlad at 2 kills, 7 assists. Only I've died one more time than him, at least so far. So Amumu and Vlad diving deep while me, Misfortune, and Draven finish off the tower, and looking to try and get a bunch of damage in there. I've lost track of where I went, and I ended up dying, but I managed to take Lulu with me. Syndra picks up 2 kills, and then my team just starts cleaning up. And there is Mundo trying to get a Misfortune, who's going to run circles. He does finally shut down Draven, and unfortunately here comes Fiddlesticks with the silence on Vlad. That's a very good move to chase Vlad out, because Vlad would be able to sit back and probably try and sustain. And the fear, the pool, not the greatest idea going forward, but he gets the health sigil. And, oof, man, that's just too close. The Mumu and I are coming from the back. And with Ryze, even with just this setup here, even with just the boots, the Rod of Ages, and the Goddess tier, I actually have a fair amount of damage. Especially the enemy team. Let's see, Syndra's actually built some resist. Lulu's got a little bit of resist, but that's it. You know, Fiddlesticks doesn't. Scion doesn't. Neither does Mundo. So that's easily a lot of damage that I can put out. You see Scion suffers a lot of damage, and I back out before Fiddlesticks can do much with his ulti, and he gets taken down anyways. And the perfect Misfortune ulti again picks up a triple kill. And there we go, Draven sniping off Lulu. And that just leaves Syndra, who Amumu's trying to slow down. Trying. And, oh, I just want to get a rune prison. Nope, I'm not going to do it. I'd rather go for that. And then Syndra decides to come forward, and it's like, yeah, come on, follow that claw. Not sure where I'm running. I think I'm trying to stay with Draven, or I got feared maybe. Either way, Draven goes down quickly. I see my team falling. The enemy team's still at good health, and I'm trying to stay back. You know, using Rune Prison to disengage. Misfortune's got a strut on, so not much is going to catch her. Even Lulu with her little zippy is not going to catch Misfortune under strut. Now, yes, I could have used that sigil for health, but I wanted to let Misfortune have it for extra mana, for her make it rain and whatnot, because that'll help keep the tower clear. So I popped my ulti just to get the minions out of the way, and maybe pick off a Fiddlesticks, who almost dies to a turret shot. Again, going aggressive, great Mumu ult, and we're going to focus down Scion again. Just taking him out. I know he's not much of a danger right now, but anyone you can take out is just that much more an advantage to your team. And almost getting Mundo with that overpower. And nice stand aside, and the Mumu follow up. And yes, Lulu does take me out. I was underestimating the damage she was doing because she's gone AD. But still, there's only Mundo left, and we got a nice half-health Misfortune. So all in all, not bad for my team. We're just freight trading them 37-22. We've got a good 4K gold lead. Misfortune just needs to focus down Mundo. Boink, there we go. I think I'm going for another Catalyst Stone. Yep, I am. Catalyst Protector. Because I'm looking to go for, of course, the Banshee's Veil. Banshee's Veil is very strong in ARAM, and I know not a lot of people build it, but a lot of people should, because blocking that one ability in ARAM can mean the difference between getting out and not. So a nice double kill by Vlad there, and unfortunately Fiddlesticks going on a bit of a tear, but it's too little too late at this point, as there's just not a lot they can do. Quick flash in, and I'm just going to blow up Fiddlesticks. And then Scion's coming in along with Mundo, but I've got Draven, and I've got plenty of health at this point. At least for Ryze, I've got a ton of mana, which means I'm doing a fair amount of damage. You see 160 plus 44 plus 151, and then 200 plus 67 plus 105, and of course the little bouncy ball is a little less than everything else, but man, that's still not bad for only a few items. And Mundo ends up suffering. Syndra's going to get blown up as I get the kill on her. The chase is on, and a fear on Amumu may make the difference. Yep, Sion does get away, although I don't have much help he could be. And again, I want to take out Fiddlesticks because I see him as the biggest threat with his fear and with his ulti should it come up. And boop! I'm going to pick off Sion there for the ace for my team. And then that's going to make it fairly simple with Misfortune and Draven here. 2 ADCs just pounding away at towers with only Syndra to defend them. It's not going to last. And there goes the next turret. And then finally... I'm sorry, everyone decides maybe to focus on kills. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Finally finishing it off. And although my team decided to derp around at the end, which I never truly approve of because I've actually had an enemy team lose by doing that. Unfortunately, I lost that replay. My team wins there. I didn't do too bad, 7-4-14, but our biggest contributor, of course, Misfortune, 26-20, was the major force on our team. And even though, the enemy team didn't have a terrible setup, they were definitely outmatched by my team. So, Ryze, what can you say? He's got the Rune Prison, which is a really great CC. He can easily build very tanky defensive and still do a ton of damage. He's as much of a threat, if not more of a threat, in ARAM as he is on Summoner's Rift. He's not someone you want to mess with in any way, shape, or form, unless he's truly been beaten down, which in this game I hadn't. So, that's it for this one, folks. I know this isn't up to my normal stuff, my normal snuff with what I do. For some reason, I'm just feeling like really de-energized. I have like very little to no energy right now, which is why I didn't upload yesterday. I'm just feeling tired. But I wanted to get something up and out, and this meets an okay quality that I'm comfortable with. So that's why I'm posting this one up. Hopefully over the weekend, or maybe even starting next week, my energy will come back and I'll be feeling and doing a lot better. So until then, folks, I will be posting up over the weekend. Well, we're in the weekend, but I will be posting like tomorrow as well, because I usually don't post on Sundays. But that's just to make up for my missing stuff. Anything else? No, I think that's about it. So until next time, folks, this is One Big Bugger signing out, and I will see you then.